Big Man Rants here with a quick news one-shot. So in the land of Marvel, when it rains, it does indeed pour. After being reported on Friday that long-attached director Edgar Wright had departed from the Ant-Man film project due to creative differences, no more than 24 hours later, Marvel experienced another vacancy in their ranks when it was reported that the slated showrunner of Marvel's future Daredevil Netflix series, Drew Goddard, had decided to leave the project. Although this is disappointing and unfortunate news, unlike the shock of Edgar Wright's departure, this exit was much more understandable. Goddard, who's famed for being the writer of J.J. Abrams' 2008 monster film Cloverfield, and director of the cult hit Cabin in the Woods, signed on last year with Marvel to write, direct, and produce the rebooted for Netflix version of Daredevil. However, soon after he was tagged by Sony, and given the opportunity to write and direct the upcoming Spider-Man spin-off film The Sinister Six, an opportunity in which Goddard accepted. Since then, it was widely questioned how Goddard would have enough time to work on both projects at the same time, and now we see he obviously didn't, and chose one over the other. This ends up being the second exit in 1 week for directors of future Marvel projects, and another huge loss of talent. I for one loved Cabin in the Woods, and I'm a huge fan of Cloverfield, and I would have loved to have seen that weirdly cool and unique style of filmmaking and writing be poured into a serialized version of The Man Without Fear. This ends up being another huge loss for Marvel, and just another vision we as fans get robbed of seeing on the big screen. However, the silver lining in this is that it's been reported by The Hollywood Reporter that Buffy the Vampire Slayer scribe and Spartacus showrunner Stephen S. DeKnight is finishing up signing a deal to take over as showrunner for the Daredevil series, as well as Drew Goddard confirming that he will stay on as a consultant on the Marvel show. So at the very least, we should still see a sprinkling of Goddard's intended vision for this show in the final product. And I'm extremely excited to see this show and the other Marvel-produced Netflix series like Iron Fist and Luke Cage make their premieres. The opportunity to see an interesting serialized version of these characters, as well as some crossover with these shows and the Marvel Cinematic Universe, is immensely exciting to say the least. As always, thanks for watching, and to be kept up on more news like this throughout the week, keep it right here at Big Man Rants by subscribing to this channel, as well as following me on Facebook and Twitter at Big Man Rants. Be sure to check out my weekly news rundown every Friday, where I bring you the latest news stories from the realms of comics, movies, video games, and television, and go ahead and check out the other videos on this fine channel.